just to recap, what we've looked at so far is the feasibility of the project. To what extent our projects are feasible, the steps involved in ascertaining whether the project is feasible or not. We've looked at project leadership, and within project leadership we've looked at those different aspects that a project leader will be looking at. And now we're moving our discussion more towards the performance management. So performance management, I've already reflected performance management in one way or the other in our discussion thus far. But let's go into it. Why do we performance manage? Why is this such an important discussion for us to have? For some, it might not be a comfortable discussion. I'm talking now in the context of you being a project team member, especially when you have not performed so well, and it might just not be a comfortable discussion. But it's a necessary discussion from the point of view of a project manager, because you want, delivery. You want the goals to be met. You want, results at the end of the day. So some of the reasons for performance management, and we said earlier on, we want for us to be able to use our projects to improve performance, and also to improve performance within our project. So it's both ways. Now, the reasons for performance management in the context of we are discussing now, we want to evaluate. We want to evaluate if we are indeed doing what we should be doing, and we're doing it the way it should be done, and to assist where there is a need, to assist to bring more resources where required. So the first one is to evaluate and to control, of course. We would have to monitor and see if there's something that needs controlling. You might want to restructure work packages. You might want to tweak the process, as you would call it, process optimization. You might just want to take out certain aspect of what gets done in the process, or you might want to bundle some activities within the process just to shorten it or to make it better, etc. But eventually you want to be able to act on that which you have observed. You want to control, you want to take control. And of course you want to make sure that you deliver within budget. You don't want to run out of resources, especially budget. All other resources are equally important, but that is the reason why you want performance management. Performance management, to a certain extent, has been associated with negativity, with shouting, with using of hard words, or lack of performance, uncomfortability, etc. But it should not always be like that. Performance management is not only, as we said, is not only to for evaluation purposes. Yes, it is for evaluation purposes. Yes, it is for controlling purposes. It is for budgeting. We're talking about budgeting. We want to make sure that we are still within the budget, and that is largely your role as a project manager. We want to make sure that you carry out activities within the allocated budget. And if there is a need to ask for further or more budget, more resources, you need to have a case for that. You need to be able to justify clearly why you need that. But also to motivate, which is a good thing. We need to, from time to time, sit down and have a chat about our performance and motivate, because we're human beings. Sometimes things get us down. There are certain transient factors, things that are affecting us. Maybe not the long term or on a long term basis, but on a short term. And as project managers, we need to be able to be mindful of those and be able to talk to them and say, and identify them as blockages or as bottlenecks or as threats, which we need to basically eliminate. So we need to motivate performance. We need to motivate our project team members to perform to their best and share examples, share good stories. And that's one thing we don't often do. We need to be sharing positive stories about performance, about things that can be done better or improved, but also to promote good practices, good work ethic, all these nice things that are happening that project team members are carrying out. Those things must be promoted. We must talk about. We must make noise about them. We must make or promote, make them known out there that this is what our team members are doing. So performance management, it's also for purposes of that. But also in terms of promoting, you might actually through the process or during the process of performance management realize that this particular resource has outgrown this activity, or they can actually do better at a different level. So also promotion in that sense. But to celebrate, again, celebrate our successes, small wins or quick wins rather, should be celebrated. We should not only celebrate when we did huge things, because it's those smaller steps, smaller activities which add up to, they basically create an avalanche of positivity. So we must celebrate whenever there's an opportunity. We actually must create opportunities for us to celebrate. But there should be something to be celebrated. We can't come together to celebrate something which is not celebratable, if there's such a way. And also to learn. And this is both ways. Us as project managers and project team members, we should share experiences and learn from each other. From those stories, from those experiences, from the knowledge that we have, we should be coming together and learning. So we could use project performance management as a platform where we can learn and improve, because it's not just for fun or just to waste time, but it's for a specific reason. And you have seen now it's not just one reason, it's many reasons. Some individuals or organizations might tend to have a focus on certain aspect as they do performance management. But for teaching purposes here, I just want you to be aware that it's there are varied reasons for performance management, as we've just gone through them. So we said we performance manage to evaluate, to control, to budget, to motivate, to promote, as well as to celebrate and learn, and of course to improve where we can or where we should. So we should use performance management as that platform. Let us move now our discussion away from performance management in the project context to risk and control.